All right, here we go.
Welcome to Weekly Wednesday Q&A, episode number
15?
15, I believe it is. I believe it's right. I believe 15 is it. So welcome, and we're still wearing the same clothes.
Sit in the same spot.
Either
Ace is
from
still sleeping
today
right here.
or
did we come back?
Yesterday, or did we come back? Is this Thursday or is this Wednesday?
All right, let's read them.
This is Wednesday.
We got 14 pages of questions.
Oh my God, 14 pages. Okay,
go.
I'll start. Oh my God. Okay, so, she says 14, but I'm pretty sure it's 15. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think it's 15.
Episode, yeah.
Okay, Mike Bayless. Hey Mike, have you ever considered designing a 10 by 30 Incredibox for areas that require 300 to 600 square feet tiny homes?
No.
No.
I like little guys.
We're not in that. Because what's considered a tiny home?
I like little houses. You know what? I like to build them, get them out and gone.
What's considered a tiny home?
And that takes a lot more men, a lot more skill, a lot more product, a lot more everything. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. Up to $399.
$399? Okay.
Yeah.
Arlene Jans. Questions for Q&A. You mentioned looking into having an Incredibox community in Florida. Are you thinking only for 8 by 16s, or will you begin to build bigger ones? I seem to recall you mentioning plans for bigger ones, but I don't know if I'm just thinking of the 12 by 20s for the new community development. And what area of Florida are you looking at? So I'm glad that Arlene brought this up because we're getting questions like crazy about the 12 by 20. So we'll let Randy talk about the 12 by 20 and where we stand with that.
Okay, so we will build 12 by 20s. I am not, what I don't want to do is overextend our business, myself or anything, and say we're going to build 12 by 20s.
Right.
We have not put them in production line. When we do them, we want to put them through our Incredibox line that we build them right there. We don't have the other building set up. We're actually going to be building model homes here in Tennessee along with our Amish in Kentucky. So I love the Incredibox. We have to actually just keep building the Incredibox.
Yeah.
The 12 by 20s were designed to go on a development that I'm going to put in over here. About 65, 70 lots that we're going to put in on this 34 acres that we live on right now in Tiny Town. So when we start that, then what I like to do is stay on that and run our 12 by 20 line.
Right.
So what we'll do is we'll build that 70, and if we take 50, 60 more orders that we're going to be going out away from here, then we'll build them along that. Then we'll stop the line, and then we'll go back to building the Incredibox or whatever else we want to do on that line.
Right. Perfect.
So yeah,
because this past weekend with Randy talking about the solar 8 by 16, we had a lot of people talking about what about solar for the 12 by 20, things like that. So that's what brought up the 12 by 20 and the lots for the 12 by 20s.
Yes.
Okay. Karen Ballum. Hey Karen, she's a customer of ours. Question: how deep will the treads be on the pull down stairs? Do you think a dog would be able to go up and down safely? We'd probably want to make them less slippery than plain wood with something or carpet treads. I don't know what that is. Is that a product? Jute?
I don't know.
Or carpet treads?
I don't know what that is.
Good question.
So we haven't built the steps yet. You know, it's an elevated step that goes in two of our 8-foot homes, and they're not. It's going to be a ladder stair combination. Yeah. So it's not going to be a full staircase. Okay. So, and it's going to be a ladder too. So they'll have wider treads. Yeah. But it's still going to be a ladder, and it's going to have a handrail, but you're going to be able to come down backwards.
So is the stairs going to look just like the ones Gloria have?
Kinda.
Okay, we've not showed her house yet. Now Gloria, a lot of people know Gloria here in the community, and she's over in the Prairie, but she's been working on her house and having a lot of work done to her house. Yeah. So when it gets completely done, we're going to show her house, and we'll get to show her stairs as well. Okay. Paula Nespickle, love the solar panels. Great idea. Can you have both on the house? Can you have both on the house? Love the solar panels. Great idea. Can you have both on the house? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Can you have both on the house? It comes with 4, right? On top of the house?
I don't know what she means by both. But the solar system goes on the house.
Lori Juneau. Hey, Lori. She's a customer of ours, too. Question. I'm changing from the ESP to the model and have a couple of questions on the LP siding. Do you do the rigid stacking method?
I don't know what that means.
And what maintenance is needed on the LP siding? Thank you. Great question.
I don't know what the rigid stacking method is. I know the LP siding is a flat board, and on the back it's got a groove It's got a flange that is how do you call it? It's not glued on it. It's actually laminated and fastened into the back where it sits on the one previous before it. It's awesome, an awesome technique. And in the corners are already pre-made with nail flanges. All your window trim has got nail flanges. And
I wonder if you mean like I wonder if she means like lap siding. Like would you stack like one over the other? Or
well, it is lap siding, and then in our model homes, which I love, is we go from a lap siding, and then when we get into the gables and our dormers, and we do a board and batten. Now the board and batten is not just strips of wood; it's a 4x8 sheet, right? Then we put the LP strips on top of that.
Right,
looks great. Now the other thing is what do you got to do to maintenance? Wash it down. That's it. I think the paint is a 30 or 50-year warranty. I can't remember. One is the siding is 30 years, and the paint, probably the paint's 30, and the actual warranty of the product is 50.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Carrie Lou, for the 12 by 20, have you considered making the loft smaller?
The 12 by 20. There's not much of a loft in there.
There's not much of a loft.
You know, maybe shorter or something like that.
Yeah.
And it probably would make it feel like it'd be bigger. That's a kind of a good idea. Because you know what?
Yeah.
Getting back up in there is going to be a pain.
But what are you going to put back there? The water heater was going to go there. It's changing to
I don't know if I'll put the water. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'll put it there. I think I'll put it over there where we were talking before. But you're gonna put stuff up there you're never going to see again.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, how would you get it? Have to get some kind of thing, a hook to.
You got to crawl back in there. That's a pain. And you only got like 24 inches.
But what do you do with that space?
I think it'd be cool to have it vaulted.
Well,
part of it.
Well, okay.
And just have half of that loft and it vaulted. That would look good.
Oh, well, that's not a bad idea.
It's a great idea.
Well, and two, what was that house that we did that time over at Inca that had outside doors, and you use the outside, so you'd split it up, so the loft, half of it or something, and you would access it from the outside one part of it for outside storage, and then you'd have the inside storage.
Yeah.
I know, but it adds to it.
Yep.
Right?
I mean, somebody could do that.
Okay. Let's see. Call me Senorita. Oh, okay. Survived a terrible storm the other night with lots of thunder and lightning way too close. So I'm wondering if actually lightning could hit the home and set it on fire. Or is there any grounding done on the trailer? The home ITH built stands alone, pretty out in the woods. What would be preventative measures? Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great question.
Yeah, it is. All of our trailers are grounded through the plug-in. So if you have how the grounding works. So the metal is grounded to the trailer. The trailer is grounded to our panel box, which is grounded through our cord that grounds to the electric outside on your pole.
Okay.
And then down there is your ground, and there's 2 grounding rods into the ground, not just one in there.
Now, what is the grounding? What does that do?
There's a steel rod into the ground, like 8 feet deep. And we got 2 of them 8 feet deep with a copper wire that runs from those grounding rods into the panel box outside where you plug your house in, right?
Okay.
Then inside the cord that's plugged into the panel box outside is another ground that goes all the way to this box right here.
Okay.
From this box, there's a copper wire that goes from this box, iron stuck with a screw into that metal box to the trailer of this house. From the trailer, there's a wire that goes to the metal roof. So if the lightning hits that right there, instantly it follows that ground wire and goes into the ground.
Goes into the ground.
Instead of blowing the house up. Next question.
Well, okay, Senorita. Lori Sutherland, questions for Wednesday. Can you put in a plug for a car? Like for an electric car?
Ooh.
What does that mean? Is that what you mean?
I'm sure you can.
Plug it in for a car?
I've never done it before. I don't know how it works.
Well, and I'd say a lot of people would want to plug for their...
That would be sweet.
Their, what's it called? Golf cart.
Yep. Well, golf carts got their own chargers and you just plug into a receptacle.
Okay, so you just need regular.
A car, you need a certain thing.
Okay, all right. You want to do these?
Sure.
Here you go.
All right. Kim and Frank, question Wednesday.
Kim and Frank.
Randy and Amanda have history.
Why didn't I pre-read that question?
I've always said you two talk like you're married.
Okay, let's, okay, that costs.
How did you two get into business together? How did you meet? LOL. Okay. Don't make me send out my flying monkeys. It's the great mystery.
Okay.
Whew.
Pass.
Yeah,
again, pass.
I know, it says Kim and Frank. You know who wants to know that?
Who's Kim and Frank?
I don't know, but Kim.
Oh, Kim and Frank are not real?
Listen to me. Kim is the one wanting to know. Frank, he's like, leave him alone, Kim.
Frank don't care.
Pass me a beer.
Well, kudos to Kim because I would ask the same thing. So,
Tina Harding, John is doing what I did, but in hospitals. It makes me want to come there and help him fix his inventory storeroom. I had such fun trying to put 1,500 to 2,000 medical, surgical, office, and miscellaneous items into what was usually an area that was too small. Learned how to use vertical space using slat wall systems and various size pins, holds to get rid of dead space. My question is, can you use another worker for an inventory room? I'd love to work for you guys while saving for my tiny house.
Aww.
Well, it's always growing. It's always send in your resume. Let us know what you got. And we're always needing, we're growing. So I'm not going to say no for sure. Sue Womack, why not an electrical tankless above the refrigerator closet with the solar, add the composting toilet? What would be the difference be? All right. So Sue, what I have come to know about electric tankless is they take so much electricity. They actually take like a 50 to 60 amp.
Has anyone put one of those in?
We had
one person.
We had one lady, and she was from the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. And what happened was they work great when the groundwater is about 70 degrees and up. Mm-hmm. So the range that you have to heat it is only maybe 30, 40 degrees. Okay. Here, the groundwater can be 35 to 55, and it has to double and almost triple maybe sometimes to get a hot water. And the electric water heater cannot keep up.
So that's why hers didn't work.
And it's not efficient.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the electric water heaters are just not efficient in a colder water climate. Okay. Yeah, they require so much electricity. Right. Robin Stone said, Randy, can you put a tankless water heater under the kitchen sink? They make some that go under the kitchen sink, an RV tankless water heater. We haven't had really good success. They've not kept up with the demand in a regular house fashion that we have.
Have I seen one under the sink?
Yeah. Yeah, we do them. And they make a lot of different water heaters. You can get an RV water heater. You can get one at 6-gallon water heater, electric water heater. And but the reason I do the electric is because they're so easy to repair, to replace.
Everybody knows how to do it.
As a homeowner, you don't have to go to an RV store. You don't have to order anything. You can go straight to Lowe's, pick up your water heater, put it back in a matter of 30 minutes.
Well, and two, if you get a specialized water heater, I mean, wasn't there some kind of problem like with parts and like to actually even get them brand new?
It can be.
Yeah, exactly.
It can be. Now, the EcoTemp and the other one we're using, they're privately owned companies. And they're really good to work with. It's it's the Easy Deluxe. Yeah. They're a private-owned company. They were really good to work with. I mean, they'll send parts and everything. Okay. But now you've got a tank to contend with. You've got to change out your tanks. And it's just, it's just another thing to work with. But if you're off-grid, you're going to know that it's an inconvenient type of lifestyle. Right. Donald and Tank. Randy.
And Tank.
I wonder what his dog.
Must be.
Said, what do you think about the new F-150 Lightning?
Ooh. I tried to get one.
That's an electric one, right?
Yeah. I tried to sign up for one and was going to buy one. And because Bryce signed up for a Tesla. About years ago. Yeah. But I tried to sign up for that and they had cut off the
you couldn't get one.
I couldn't do one. I couldn't sign up
for it. And the towing power is supposed to be there. They'll pull big time. So I love them. Michael Whitaker question. I have a question about about the mountain. About driving and navigating through at night. Are the plans to have had thoughts of putting street lights and some other lighting in the mountain for nighttime driving? Same answer, Queen A. Okay. We don't have any lights here. No. It's dark. I have been in Tennessee since 1986. Okay. And I've never lived anywhere that had streetlights.
I've only lived in one place, so.
Yeah. And I've gotten used to it. Now, when I was a kid growing up in the subdivision
in Michigan, had to have lights all the time.
Oh God, you could thread a needle in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Thread a needle in the middle of the night.
I'm so to where now I don't want a light. You know,
No.
I don't even have lights on the building out here.
No.
I don't even put lights. I want it dark.
Well,
but I can understand the mountain being dark, but you just, no, I don't have
But
any.
I want to tell you this, though. Whenever you come into the forest, I will tell you this. I know Will and Becky, they have a lot of solar lights, and a lot of people around their lots have solar lights.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that have their own little lights and stuff like that. So you're not going to see complete darkness over here.
Yeah.
Especially at the mountain over there. I'm sure people will probably do that as well. At my house, back in the day, there's still a great big pole right outside my house, right up at the woods, and it was a street. What's it? Not a street light.
You wanted me to shoot that out. You hated that thing.
I hated that thing.
It come right in your bedroom at night.
Yes. So
and you hear it.
Yeah. So I had to cut it off. Number one, it was costing me almost $20 a month just for that light, but I can't stand that humming big bright light. So my house is in the holler, and it is dark.
She's redneck.
Like I'm a true redneck. It's like dark, and that's
I think it would look cool to have streetlights in the mountain, and you saying that would
little
be cool.
Pops, not bright.
I'm going to look into it. I mean,
Yeah.
I would like, because people are going to be walking.
lighting.
Yeah.
Yes,
People are going to be walking all over. You know what would be cool is some low lights that shine down, and they're
you
about
can
3
see.
foot high,
Yeah.
and they shine down.
For your
I
walk
would like
path.
that. You're right. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And while we're doing the infrastructure, it'd be good just to run the conduit, put it up, and be done. You know? All right.
Well, and you can't beat solar lights. I mean, there's going to be some areas over there where the sun is going to peek in and be able to.
I don't know. Solar would work on the mountain.
I don't know.
All right.
We'll see.
Karen Haugen, question.
Hey, Karen.
Have you thought about laying the floor first, so if people want to make the bathroom door wider, like you explained, they wouldn't have to fill in the holes in the floor? Karen, we do lay the floor first.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what we do is, because the floor, you can't, the interior walls cannot sit on top of the floor. So what we do is, when we do our subfloor before the vinyl's on, we put this channel on the floor that accepts the interior wall. So then when the guys are laying the floor, we got a jig that's called. So we lay the vinyl flooring, and then we actually cut out the vinyl floor, because the vinyl floor has to contract and expand.
We just showed that yesterday.
It's a great idea what she's talking about.
I know, but I think we just showed that yesterday.
And I don't like the idea of having to cut that out. Now, there is one other thing that we can do, because there's that one wall that you can cut out later on if you want to remodel it, is that if you cut a quarter size hole in the vinyl in your strip that you have, and put one screw in that'll hold that interior wall, that if somebody wanted to cut back six inches, they would have vinyl underneath that.
Oh, okay.
So again, that's a great idea. I'm going to consider it tomorrow when we're on the line and look and see if that's a possibility.
Well, that's a good suggestion then.
Yep.
Okay.
I love it.
Is that the last one? I'll do the
Nope,
next
got
one.
one more. Robert, no last name. No last name.
Yeah.
No
that's
last name.
That's my friend.
Robert, no last name.
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully he's coming here soon.
Where do the residents take their trash? Listening
Great
to
question.
the Q&A about bears. LOL. What do they do with all their trash, Amanda?
Yeah. Trash, there is I'm not familiar with it in Morris County. They come and pick up my trash, it goes away, I don't ever have to fool with it.
Yep.
Or I burn my own trash. I burn a lot of trash because we have a lot. But right down the road, not even a quarter of a mile, I would say, on the right, there's a convenience center. So people haul their own trash off. So
throw it in your trunk, take it down there, pop your trunk, throw it in the dumpster.
As you're going to Food City or you're going to town or something like that.
It's a couple miles down the road.
And it's clean. We went there a couple of times, and it's nice and clean and organized of where you put everything. So
again, I've been in Tennessee since
problem.
'86, and I've never had trash pickup anywhere I've
I've
lived.
always had trash pickup my whole life.
You live right almost in the city.
Yeah.
13 acres right there in the city. But
yeah, but I'm in a holler.
Hamlin County is awesome.
They're on it, man.
Hamlin County is the smallest geographical county in the state of Tennessee, but has more industry than any county too.
We are the smallest county. That is right.
There you go. Go.
Okay.
Go, Amanda.
I'm going to read it like this. Poodle Lou. Poodle Lou. Randy, this is for you.
Yes.
Have you ever thought about getting Surface tablet to carry around with you? What's a Surface tablet?
I guess you use your finger and write stuff.
Oh, so you can have access to plans, files, etc. When Randy first started this over at Inca, not in the backyard at the house, of course, Randy built a great big old TV-like thing, had a computer, And the guys had access.
Out at the work.
Here's the house. Here was the computer. So it was right there hand in hand.
And they could pull it all up.
Now it has gotten so big because it used to be just Joseph and Tom and just a couple of guys. Now it's gotten so big, the girls take care of that in the office. And Randy accesses it in the office, has a great big screen, and able to get on Co-Construct and see files and everything like that.
Well, she was thinking I'm walking around looking at the houses and stuff and pull it up.
But the thing is that Randy's not the supervisor, so.
Yeah.
You know, like the supervisor knows all those details.
Well, we were going to do all that. We got laptops for the guys. We got tablets for the guys. We tried stuff like that before. It just didn't work. A lot of guys are not comfortable with that. And then, it's gotten to where, there was so many builds now that I got Tom and I got supervisors. We got Dave Clark. So I'm not so much as walking out. Exactly. Now, if somebody does say, hey, Randy, we've got a change inside the building. We need your advice. And that happens a ton. What happens all the time. I pull out their file. And if I had it on a computer, it would have been nice. But it's really not that far in proximity to take care of things like that.
Because what we do is that I'm a bit... you have to go with the times, with technology and stuff, but I always keep a hard copy of anything because Randy and I especially make notes, things like that, and so Amber will scan them onto Co-Construct so we have that information on there of anything that was said, and hopefully don't miss anything, but it happens.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Check the car show, number 2. Check the car show in Sevierville for the truck you were wanting.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, I know it's coming up. Let's see. August and September, I think everyone thinks, man, they're high dollar when they come in there. But I like to go and see.
Oh, yeah.
I love a Dodge Power Wagon. So if you got a Dodge Power Wagon that is a 1948 to a 1960 something of that body style, please give me a call.
Please give me a call.
Yeah. And that guy, I did call that guy for $20,000.
Listen, we're still trying to,
And it had a foreign, he was from a foreign country.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you tell me where it's at, I'm coming to get it. And he said, you call this number. So I called that number. And someone answered. And I sent an email, so we'll see how it goes. But
also, she has a question for me. Says, Amanda, will you get Randy some blue shirts?
Yeah, give me some blue shirts. Light blue. Okay. Not dark blue.
Blue. Blue shirts. Okay, I'm on it. Let's see. If this is Kim and Frank. Kim and Frank with another question.
Oh, come on.
Kim, this could be from Frank. If someone already bought an Incredibox and they were number 41 on the list, could they give up their spot to the next person and then get that one that hasn't been made yet on your solar? This is a great question because Randy launched the solar this past weekend. Talked about it on Friday, I think it was, Thursday, Friday. Anyway, we got a huge response, and we have been telling customers what?
You tell me.
Okay. So what we told, I asked Randy, and what we told customers is that if your house is not in line yet, if you're not there yet, we're letting you add the solar for the $5,000. If your house is already in progress and it's outside the building, it has to be $7,500 because it's already went through the process. Yeah. If it has not already started and gone, then yes, you can do that. So we have to see where you're at because, Kim and Frank, I'm thinking we have cut off yesterday at 40. So we'll find out.
What do you mean cut off?
Well, what I'm saying is that number 41. So they could be enough time to where.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, so let me
look into that. I think 41 is the bear trader walking in the house.
Okay, we think so. So let's look into that for you, okay? So I'll do that. I'll remember to do that. Let's see. Marcia Fano. Question, did I miss the watts for the individual solar panels? Are they 200 watt panels? Also, how many watts of storage capacity is the lithium battery?
Yes, you did miss it.
Okay. You did miss it. He's listening at you.
The panels are anywhere. Now, they're going to be, he said they can't just get 350. They're 350 is what we have.
Yeah.
He said, Randy, they may dip down to 320, 330 to 350, the panels. And the battery capacity is 5,000 kilowatt, and the inverter is 3,000.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's a lithium, yeah.
I mean, you fussing at Marcia for missing it.
I'm all over her.
Well, she knows how I feel. J.C. Clements. Randy, I have 2 questions. For this off-grid package, will it include an off-grid toilet? No.
No.
And what is the width of the entrance door?
36.
36. Yep, she's talking about 36, blah, blah. So that's all took care of.
And we scanned I did a blueprint of the Incredibox and I sent it to Sam. He was supposed to put it on the website. I don't know if he had a chance to do that. He's been slammed.
We've been super busy.
So I'm hoping he'll get it on the website for y'all to see all them dimensions.
It's been so busy.
All right.
Aloha.
Love it.
Question: how safe is the Incredibox in lightning storms? Oh, we just answered that question.
Did
so
we?
Concerned about?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Are there any safeguards in place to protect people living in it? And he just answered that just a little bit ago.
That ground rod. Yep.
But thank you, Sharon Ramsey. I think I know Sharon Ramsey.
Sounds familiar.
Okay, so if you go up and down the road with an Incredibox with solar, will the panels on top be safe?
Super safe. Yeah,
super safe.
They're lagged down. We've done it from time again.
Can a rock hit them and stuff like that?
A rock can hit them, hailstorms, and they're pretty darn tough. Yeah.
Okay. Susan Pratt. The solar package is awesome. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Question, if you have this set up and you are out boondocking, what's boondocking? What does that mean?
That's like out with no utilities. You're out in the middle of, out in the woods.
Oh.
Yeah, or a parking lot or anything out in the field.
Boondocking. Okay.
Yep.
And it is sunny out. Can you use more wattage while it is sunny and while it is collecting energy?
You sure can. That's the way to do it.
On the Incredibox, the 8x16 Incredibox, how will the panels be installed?
The panels are screwed to the roof.
Screwed to the roof.
To the metal roofing. Yep.
Okay. Now, so we will screw them down. We won't put them in the house for them to install. The panels
No, they're permanently fixed on the roof.
Okay.
Yep, 4 panels.
Will they be on a slant or sideways to the slant of the roof?
They fit flat on the roof, and our roof is, the wall's 9 to 8, so it slopes from back to front, and the panels are sitting right on top of the roof.
Now, somebody brought something up about a fridge, a DC fridge or something. What does that mean?
DC instead of AC, and DC is like a battery powered. And the only thing is that we didn't run any DC powered anything, and I'll have to get with Lucas on that.
Okay.
But normally to change over from AC to DC, remember how you got them little square boxes that go from the plug, and then a little plug comes out. That goes. Is it a transformer? And it transforms AC to DC.
Okay.
But that takes up some electricity. But you're more efficient with a DC.
It won't be as many watts
now,
that you're using, right?
You can also, if you got propane, you can also have a propane fridge.
Now, she also said, I take it that while you are driving and towing the Incredibox, it is powering a fridge and still collecting energy for later?
Sure can.
Oh, that's great. I'm wondering how all that works. It is amazing that you can collect energy from the sun. I have also looked up wind turbines that are small and power up for consumers' home in the RV tiny house. That combined with solar would even be more awesome because sometimes at night you get wind and sometimes you get wind and sun. That would be freedom from the energy bills.
Listen.
Now, what does she mean wind? What does that mean?
Well, like a windmill. Yeah, turbine. I'm telling you what I'd like to do, and if you guys are watching, I don't know if they're watching anymore, but there was a school in Cody, Wyoming that wanted to kind of talk to me, and I was actually wanting to go out there and visit them.
Yeah.
They were wanting to implement tiny homes, and we got so busy, and I didn't get into it.
I know.
There's something calling me to Wyoming. I don't know what it is. I always think about Wyoming. Now, when I went across there, I caught in a snowstorm. And it blew, and I know my mom and dad went to Wyoming, Hannah, Wyoming, in 1946.
Before my dad was born?
Right after the war. Mom and Dad went to a coal mine. Dad hated the underground coal mines in Kentucky and West Virginia.
Yes.
He wanted to go to the coal mines in Wyoming because they were 30 to 60 foot high coal.
Yeah. God.
They drive tractor trailers in there. So he was like, oh my God, instead of crawling in 2 foot of coal.
You mean back then?
Yeah. So 2 foot of coal, right? Back a mile back on your belly with 6 inches of water running a loader.
Yeah.
He got there and he was like running a loader sitting down, and it was just nice, big high ceilings and everything. Anyway, he got there.
How do you handle the weather though?
Well, you're underground most of the day. He left Mom in the coal camp.
Yes.
So they had housing for the miners, right? Mm-hmm. Mom was housed there, and she said the wind blew.
That's
constantly.
What I heard. Constantly.
And
the wind blows
so
all the time.
Alone.
Oh.
It was like all by herself.
What about all the other women?
Hannah, Wyoming.
Oh.
Wind blowing, no stores, nothing to do.
Yeah.
It was just prairie.
Yeah.
And Dad had to, and then they went on strike, and Dad had to, no, the country went on strike or something, and they shut the mine down. Dad had to go back to West Virginia going mines. Anyway.
That's tough.
But I have always, you know what, Wyoming to me, I know it's harsh, you know, weather and stuff like that, but I'm loving this off-grid. And there's more coming onto this off-grid.
Yeah.
I added this off-grid to stimulate growth on our Incrediboxes because I know we have a lot of people that want to do off-grid.
Yeah.
And it's not the same off-grid as the people who bought earlier with us. Our off-grid is $8,000, but it's a whole different battery package, more panels.
Glad you brought that up.
More different inverter. It's a whole different thing. We've had people call and say, hey, I don't want my $8,000 to $10,000 package. I want the 5. Well, it's not the same.
It's a different system.
It is not the same, and we can't do
that.
You know. And we've ordered all that stuff already.
Yeah, all that's already been ordered.
But this is a smaller package. This lithium battery it's got 5,000 watts, but you can only go down to use 4,000 because you can only go down about 80%. And like Lucas and I were talking the other night, if you have an air conditioning and refrigerator on cycling all night, that's going to take a majority of that battery's power.
Yeah.
And in the morning you wake up, it's going to be about gone. And you wake up and it charges all back up during the day, and you come back home and you keep doing the same thing. So and if you don't use the air conditioner, you're not going to use a lot of your power.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
So it's not a big system. So it's made for me perfect because I don't use a lot of electricity in my house. I'm hardly ever home. I get there, I get to use my TV, some lights at night, cooking, and I'm done. You know.
That's right.
So, but these other systems are bigger. But I love this. The off-grid, because you can add another battery for $1,600, right? So if you add 2, then you can do like Lucas says, drive it like you stole it.
Yeah.
And you can run everything wide open. In the morning, you're going to still have a lot. Now, you still only got 4 panels. It can only generate about 1,000 to 1,200 watts an hour, right?
Oh, so the panels limit you.
You only got 4.
You've only got 4.
And if you're gonna add 2 more, you're gonna add 6 or 8. You got to have a different inverter, a different charge control. It's a whole different system.
Okay.
This system is built for a small home, small consumption. It will run your house. It'll run your TV. It'll run your air conditioner. It'll run your refrigerator.
Well, one of the
things
the big test we're gonna which we have customers that are gonna get this.
Yeah.
But you're gonna do it first.
Oh yeah, I'm heading over on the mountain and tucking back in the woods. You know.
There you go.
But I'm gonna cut some trees down, so I got some solar. I got to do that. But that's what it's made for. But it's opening up doors. Getting back to the Wyoming thing is I always wanted to build an off-grid community. And I think it would be really, really cool to have an off-grid community. I'm assuming land might be somewhat inexpensive.
Right.
I love the idea of thinking I can take a piece of ground and turn a city into it, a community.
That'd be so great.
And having everything we need is self-sufficiently in that community.
Well, you're not the only one because everybody's wanting it. If any indication tells you about the emails that we got over the weekend, and Randy and I worked. Randy called, I don't know how many people on Saturday we talked to, and the contracts that we're putting out, and people are wanting this solar. So it might not be you per se that's wanted, but there are people interested. I would even be interested to try it at my house. That would be something cool to
It's just
test
4
out.
panels, a battery, and an inverter. So it's not a big system, but it's enough. We got somebody on the community here. They're asking about it. Say, hey, if the power goes out in the winter, I would love to have this system on my house so I can get through the night or the day knowing I've got something, or a couple days.
I like that. Okay.
All right, Misty C.
Yeah,
wow, Randy.
We gotta hurry up.
Wow, Randy and Lucas, love the solar power for ESP 8x16 home. Thank you, Randy, for thinking about people that need your type of home. Here's my Q&A. Will the solar power come with easy instructions on the do's and don'ts? We're going to do a video and have it online, and you can watch it. Lucas will run you all the way through it. Now, the biggest thing about what I like about what Lucas said, when we're done, it's running.
It's running.
It's just done. I mean, it's on.
It's on.
And it has an automatic switch. If you plug it into shore power, it just goes off and on.
But we just want to show, we'll do a video,
but we'll do
you'll
that.
be able to click onto it.
Can the unit hook up to a solar generator? And do you carry generators and cost? And do you carry the generators and cost? Generators are, all over the place. Dual fuel, gas, propane. You said a solar generator. Solar generator is actually a panel and a battery. Inverter panel and battery.
Okay.
And you can buy them separate.
Okay.
But if you're going to get a generator, you need to get a gas generator to re-upload your system that was depleted.
Gas generator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Third question, does this unit have a warranty? Happy 4th of July. It does have a warranty. The parts the parts and everything in it, I have to talk to Lucas. I don't know what we come up with on that.
And we've got, listen, if you're having questions and we can't answer them,
we will get back.
I have got a folder that's got Lucas's name on it, so he can go over a few of those in the mornings and get those answers.
And we'll make sure this is highlighted here.
Yeah.
Joker's Keep. Love the intro. Questions. How many watts are each of the solar panels? 320. These are 350s. They're going to be 320 to 350. We will be placing our iBox on our property in the mountains of Nantahala National Forest. That's over here in
beautiful
North Carolina.
Okay.
Which we will visit 3 or 4 times a year. Would we need to keep an AC on the entire year in order to cool the components?
Okay.
Let me talk to Lucas about that and see. I have to see about that.
Okay.
Because we walked in here and it wasn't 90 outside.
No.
But I don't know how warm because it's going to get hot. You know,
if you
got a home,
absolutely.
you're gone a couple months.
I know.
So good question. Yep. Linda Barnes, Q&A. Hey, Randy and Mandy, wonderful day to you. When you have visitors and buyers, do you give them flyers, brochures, signs to give out to other people? That would be an awesome advertisement. They won't forget the picture of your truck pulling your homes. Good picture. Even put your picture, Amanda and Ace picture, on the advertisement. That will add to what you want everything you do.
That's nice. Thank you for thinking of that.
You know what?
So many people help us.
We have had to get pictures and brochures, and we just never do.
I know.
But
everything's
we
on the
leave
website.
here and go flying and forget everything.
And too, we've got our wonderful, wonderful volunteers that we have Paula, we have Twyla. Becky still jumps in every once in a while on the tours.
Yeah, but remember we were going to put a thing where you could get behind and stick your head out. Remember?
Yes!
And you got you and me.
We were good. You know how they do at Myrtle Beach?
Yeah.
Like you stick your head in through a hole.
You can be Amanda and somebody else can be me, and he's like,
Oh, well, listen, I'm going to make myself. It's going to be like that. Yeah.
J. Ellen, question, will all the wiring be done with MC or just the solar components?
Okay.
Just the solar components.
Okay.
And it's really just the main line and the solar. We got 2 wires in the room, some MC. Yep. Patty Carretta, QQQ. I'm curious if it's possible to have the Incredibox solar package deal on the mountain. New property or in the area you were thinking of designing the 20-foot Incredibox.
Yeah.
And you're biting up a really good spot or chewing on it or barking up it or whatever.
Up the right tree
but
there.
Yeah, we're developing the Buffalo Creek. I'm not offering any lots yet. It's under design.
Wait until
let me put it this way. I am to where now I cannot promise anything anymore. I can't sleep at night, people on me, that it's taken so long. I just don't want to do it no more.
Yeah.
I'd rather never develop in ground again. I just can't stand it.
Well, tell what you're doing, though.
What I'm doing is I'm looking into solar homes on the properties that we do.
Yes.
Yes. Where the 12 by 20s are going to be, we're considering doing solar a lot there.
Yeah.
And on the Buffalo Creek. Now, Buffalo Creek.
And there's an area for it.
And Buffalo Creek is an area, not the whole system, but an area for it.
We were there just this morning.
Yep, and that's
looking it over.
That's what I was trying to come up with. Good.
This will be our last page.
Yep, Patty. All right, Patricia. This is wonderful. Oh, this is wonderful. The great ideas just keep coming, and what an asset to add Lucas to your team.
Oh, Lucas is fantastic.
I love him.
We love Lucas, yeah.
Patricia Walsh.
Yep.
Can you have electric hookup all the time so that when solar's not fully charged, you can automatically charge? Yes, you sure can. That's what the system's designed to do.
That was the only solar question that I knew. Yes.
And it automatically switches back and forth.
Yeah, that's great.
You don't have to do anything. It just does it.
That's why I need to try it at my house.
Could the solar board and electric on-demand water heater all fit above the fridge closet area?
Oh.
Okay, electric, solar, above the fridge. So that's where the water heater is.
That little where the water heater is.
Yeah, well, that's where the water heater, on-demand water heater. No, let's see. The water heater has to be mounted to the wall. And
where's the panel now? The panel box.
Panel box is on the outside, above the door, on the outside of the water heater.
Okay.
Yeah. Good question, but it won't all fit on that. Yeah. And
But it is
the battery's in the loft.
But it is going to be inside because Lucas said to keep it cool, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
There's 2 questions I knew.
All right. And could the solar panel?
The last one. There we
Sharon.
go. Hey, Sharon,
what would be the ballpark time estimate to get Incredibox with solar package?
Great question. That's a good one to end on.
60 days right now.
Yeah.
If you order it, we'll have it in 60 to 70, 80 days, something like that. 2 months, really. Right now, we sold about 140 some Incrediboxes before the solar.
Before the solar.
All right. We are on number 40. And we're building almost 3, sometimes 4 a day.
Yep.
All right. So we're looking at having all of our orders fulfilled of the 140 by the end of August.
Yes, that's exciting. That's
That's 2 months.
Listen, that's what. And the building fell and everything. The building fell. We had to repurchase that stuff. Had to put that money into it.
4 months ago, we were building 1 house in 4 days. Now we're building almost 4 houses in 1 day.
Kids are kicking it. I'm so proud. I'm tickled every time I go out there. Your guys are doing great.
I'm gonna bring up one thing, and you may edit this out.
I know what he's going to bring up to, and I'm glad you are. I was going to ask if he was going to.
So the thing is about the grab and goes.
The grab and goes.
Okay, so people are saying, hey, one comment said, you better be careful because you're doing a grab and go, and you got people promised homes, and now you're putting a grab and go out here, and then they're not going to get their home, and they're delayed. Nobody's delayed. All right, and the reason is because we have somebody who sent in, said, hey, I want a grab and go because I'm down the line. And that person was sold, and everybody was sold a date.
Yeah.
We said, hey, you can get your house between September and October.
Right.
All these homes, we've ordered all the trailers, we ordered everything. They got VIN numbers.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because you have to be careful with the VIN numbers. The VIN numbers have to match that house, that trailer, that contract. So we cannot redo these contracts.
It just messes everything up.
Well, it messes everything up, but legally, we have to keep all that in order. And we are way ahead. So we have a gentleman who is, that asked, and they're going to get their house. It was promised between September and December. Now they're going to get theirs in probably early August. I mean, like a whole month ahead.
Yeah. And listen, even if it wasn't VIN numbers or anything else, the reason we're doing the grab and goes is because we're building it faster than we need. And it helps us financially.
Yes.
It helps us sell a few more homes. Yep. We're in this to build more and more homes. We're not taking away from the date we promised you.
And the grab and goes are random. The grab and goes, we don't know how many that we're going to have sitting up there at what time. It's almost like, the reason why Lucas says a little joke about it, hot and ready, kind of like Little Caesar's Pizza. We don't know how many we're going to have sitting there. We're going to tell you, hey, we've got 3 up on the lot. We've got 2 up on the lot. These are not guaranteed promised homes to anyone.
First come, first serve.
First come, first serve. The money, we will not hold these homes for people.
No.
So the money has got to be in our account or you don't get the home.
Yeah.
So these are just like random, we're just going to put them out there. It's like, hey, there's a house ready. You want to come get it? Come get it.
Yeah.
And we're talking, you have to come get it.
Listen, we sell 140 homes.
Yeah.
We need to sell 840. I need to sell next year another 600, 700.
It's just another way of marketing.
Ford Motor Company just don't build a couple thousand cars.
No.
They're constantly building more and more models and more everything. You've got to just to pay the
grow.
bills.
Yes.
We have to grow. We got to pay the bills. I got to sell. I got to build. I got to do these things. And it's a task. And no way in my mind would I ever take from somebody to try to get ahead. No. I'm not going to do that. And that's when we said, I asked Amanda, these people want their home sooner, but we can't. We want to keep everything straight. It helps our books. It helps the office. I just don't want to get messed up again.
We can't.
No, I want to, and I want to tell somebody this is a date, and we are killing ourselves to make sure we get these done. Think about, we're going to get 140 homes done by August, and we started.
Oh, we started late. We were supposed to start February 21st. We didn't start till
April
something.
Yeah, that was April. We started April.
Right before you went to Columbia.
June. Yeah. It was right there, April 23rd. It was right there.
He was leaving, and it was starting.
So you had May, June, and we're just in July.
We're just in July. July, what is today? 6th?
And we already built almost 50 homes.
I mean, work with us here. I mean, we're not trying to cheat anybody. We're not trying to not get you your house. Randy's doing everything possible to get you your home. Really is.
Yeah.
Always.
I invite you to come here and talk to me. If you got anything, I invite you to come see me. I'll come show you what's going on. You got any gripes, complaints, you got any compliments or anything, you can call, you can make an appointment, and you can come and talk to me. I'm available. And I'm going to say that, and she's going to say don't come because we're so busy. But I want to make sure that everybody out here knows that we're doing all we can, and I'm the real deal. I'm telling you how it is. This is the way it is right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
You better say goodbye. We got a lot more questions. We're going to bore you forever. So like, how come
you know what? I don't think they get bored because these questions are fantastic questions.
Why are we
Absolutely.
quitting?
Look at how many we didn't get to.
When are we going to answer them?
I don't know. Well, you're meeting everybody now, so there ain't no time at all. What? Oh, there you go.
This is late.
I just, yeah.
I don't know what time it is.
I hate stopping. I hate it, but we got to. I gotta go home. Oh my God, look at me. I'm tired. I'm worn out.
No, it's tired.
It is. Look here. Let me show you.
And she's got to upload this, then she got to download it.
I won't leave until 7:30, 8 o'clock, or whatever.
Man, I got to eat supper.
You see what time it is? It's 5:30. 5:30.
Okay. It's 5:30.
Yeah.
Guys are just leaving.
Yeah, I seen everybody leaving out.
So you got to...
No, it's 5:54. It's 5:54.
So it's 6 o'clock.
It's 6 o'clock.
Everybody's gone.
I know. And it never did rain.
All right. Thank you, everybody. I hope this was informative and entertaining to you guys. And
look at me. Look. Just like.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
shows how much
thanks for the people who support us and believe in what we're doing.
Yes.
This is a challenging business. We are normal human beings. We are not. What I'm saying is, Amanda, we are not these highfalutin rich people that's got all this going on here.
Oh, they know that. Listen.
We're of the earth.
They know. They've all been to my house. They know that. No, we're not.
I love building, and she supports me.
Yeah, 100%.
And so that's what we got. That's what you guys are seeing. And we're building. We're not perfect. We're trying to build homes and communities, and we're trying to do it right. And we run into problems. We run into delays. We run into the stuff.
Yeah.
And all I want is people to be happy.
Hey, well, you don't make me happy.
Well, I don't worry about you no more.
Exactly. Apparently not. Tell them what you said about me earlier.
Yeah,
in front of
you
Alyssa.
look beautiful.
You did not say that.
I said you were stunning.
He told me I need to get my face fixed. You asked Alyssa. Alyssa was sitting right there watching. Y'all don't know.
I didn't say
y'all
get it.
don't know.
I did not say get it
fixed. Yes, you did. You said you need.
No, I didn't. What did I say?
You tell them the truth. If you big truth teller, big Abe Lincoln, you tell them.
Oh, you're losing all your weight and everything. And I said you need to get
your face fixed.
You should go get stem cell.
You didn't say. You said you need to go get your face fixed. You know what? I don't worry about that no more either.
That's all you worry about. You always say, I'm going to get my face fixed. I'm going to get my face fixed. Yeah! You got beautiful skin. Look at you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see you next week. We'll start this round 4 of next week. Oh, man.
Well, I'd love to.
You better kill me. You better kill me.
First punch.
Come on. Hey, that'll fix my face, won't it?
Oh, that'll do it.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We act fool all the time.
I'm gonna get in trouble now. He's gonna hit her. Call the law.
Go. Call IXII 911. Help. All right.
See you guys.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Bye.